Hey, hello. We're back. We're bad.
We're doing it today.
We are.
We're both in oddly rare good moods.
Yes. Very rare. But yeah, I'm fairly. I said to you before we turned the mics on that I'm really tired and kind of out of it, but still I was looking forward to doing this.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's good. Good to be here. We were in Washington, D.C. today.
We got home from Washington, D.C. We were there for one day to shoot some stuff, some promo stuff.
Yep.
Last night, got to the hotel.
Yeah?
I was ill from the train.
Okay. Yeah, we took a train from Penn Station
Yeah.
to
Washington, D.C.?
Union Station in Washington, D.C.
Sure.
Yes, which is gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, it's really nice. It was like a Grand Central Station, but not even nice.
Made of pure marble.
Yeah, but not nicer than Grand Central Station, was it?
Well, I mean, not as big.
It was definitely like it was their shops, restaurants.
The outside of the building looked like it was made in like ancient Rome.
Oh, sure, that looked beautiful.
Yeah. So it was good. But anyway, there we go. So you got to the hotel.
I wasn't feeling well because the train was like the fast train.
Right.
Well, I don't know if that's why. I think I just kind of like, whatever. It was kind of, I felt it was turbulent.
It was a shaky ride, that's for sure.
So when we got to the hotel, we just went straight to bed, and I couldn't sleep because I was feeling nauseous.
Yeah.
So sometime in the middle of the night, I just was fed up. I was like watching internet videos. I was trying to fall asleep. I couldn't.
That's porn. That's porn?
No, actually. No, I was actually watching. They put the episodes of Nathan For You up on the Comedy Central website.
Okay.
And this is a show that I've been ranting to you about to watch.
You've been telling me to watch for as long as it's been on.
Yeah. Well, I had seen one episode and I knew it was great, but I was a little late to watch all of them till recently.
Okay.
And I watched it, and I will tell you right now, it is the best show on television.
Yeah.
The funniest, best show on television.
Oh,
it's and there's a lot of good TV right now.
There is.
There's a lot of good TV, and Comedy Central, in and of itself, and I'll say this is slaughtering.
They're killing it right now.
I mean, FX and AMC's great,
Sure.
but Comedy Central has, besides like
South Park. Sure.
which is one of the best shows ever made ever.
Right.
Besides that, going strong, good as ever. You know, you got Tasha in there.
Sure.
You
Amy.
got Key and Peele, which
Right.
is unbelievable. Amy, who's killing it.
Yeah.
You got Kroll in there.
Right.
You got Workaholics, I think, is
Right,
Comedy
that's
Central,
them,
aren't they?
Comedy Central.
That's the one I've been telling you to watch too because it's so goddamn funny.
It's not on Netflix. That's the problem. I just have to.
It was. It
not-
certainly
took it
was.
down.
They took
I
it
tried.
down.
Yeah, they took it down. I wanna watch because they're everywhere. Everybody loves those guys. Like you see the three of them.
It's like, you know what it is? It's like you get excited like when we first watched Sunny.
Right.
It's that good.
It's that good.
It's like they got their own thing and they got it. Like they brand, like they have their own thing. And it's funny, man.
It's really funny.
But I'll tell you, take a South Park, take Workaholics, take that stuff, which is different with different kind of stuff here.
Right.
Nathan For You, man.
Wow. And I don't. What type of show is it? Like, what are they? What is it? Is it just one guy? It's Nathan for me.
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, he's the mouthpiece and the star of the show.
Sure.
He's a Canadian comedian. He's like in his young 30s.
Okay.
He's been around.
I like Canadians.
He was on a lot of like Canadian television. Did some stand up.
Okay.
Then he started writing and starring on a lot of Comedy Central stuff in the past. Like I think he was on that show John Benjamin as a Van, which was another funny, great show.
Sure.
Loved it. Loved John. It's just the best stuff. And he's done other stuff, and I'm gonna forget exactly what. He might have even done some daily show stuff. Anyway, he plays a character based on something he did for Canadian television for this show. This hour has 22 minutes, which was a Canadian version of the Daily Show.
Okay.
Where, you know how they do like Fox 5 on your side?
Yep.
He used to do this like Nathan on your side thing, but it would all be like, it's first of all, it's insanely layered and smart and edgy as shit.
Yeah.
And there's so much going on. And another thing is that, so what he does is it's called Nathan For You. He has a business degree in reality. And so he goes under the guise of a TV show that's helping businesses.
Right.
And then he gives them shockingly absurd advice to turn their business around.
Right.
It's so insane that like I don't know how they get people to do it, but I'm sure they rifle through a lot of businesses.
Sure.
But this, as we know from what we found, people, it's a law of averages. People are out there.
Somebody's going to do it.
And then it's usually like two different storylines per show, and that maybe they intertwine at some point, but they don't always have to. And then he sets out to do this business plan for them. And then from there, it goes to like roving reporter and hidden camera and things of that nature.
Okay.
And
all centered around the business?
All centered around him helping them for a TV show.
Right. He
stays in character the entire time. He's mostly the only one that is an actor.
Okay.
He has an dry sense of humor. It's also edgy. It could be like he does this amazing thing of literally like going to the edge of like, oh shit, I feel bad for these people, and then he turns it so like it's okay.
Okay.
Dude. One of the episodes I watched the whole season. The first season was only 8 episodes. Now it just started. It's on Tuesday nights.
Second season?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he didn't kill in ratings either. He ranged from 300 to 600,000 viewers.
Wow.
But Comedy Central, in a vote of confidence, like this show was so goddamn good.
Right.
He did one where he goes to a gas station attendant and he says, "Look, I want you to put that your gas is $1.75 up there." And the guy's like, "That's impossible." He's like, "Let me finish." Again, I cannot sell you on his character. You watch one episode, you'll know his character.
Okay, right.
But I can't do it. But it is up our alley.
Really?
Like you have never seen in your life.
Okay, all right.
You're going to cry watching it.
Really?
Yeah. And especially if there's any type of, well, forget it. It was anyway. So he tells us, so the guy's like, "I don't know if I could do that." He goes, "Let me finish. After a rebate. And we're going to make a rebate for all these customers. And then we're going to put in the fine print, you can only get your rebate by climbing to the top of this mountain." And so, and this is the other thing too. He sets these things up and lets the chips fall where they may, and they write the show as they go.
Okay.
You could tell because they basically,
they're reacting a lot, right?
Yeah, I read a New York Times article, a great one with him that said that, he like kind of talked about how he made the show a little bit. Mm-hmm. And basically they do a very rigid outline of the possibilities of how normal people, sane people would react to the things that he's going to say.
Right.
And then they make like, well, if it goes this way or this way. But the things that he ends up getting are unbelievable to the point where they have to drop the script and just kind of go with it.
Really? Okay.
We do
that on our show.
We absolutely do, but this is elaborate, though. Okay. This is elaborate. So, for example, he gets about 10 people that fill up and then they want their money. So they say, "All right, we'll go to the top of the mountain." So he gets a van. He takes a 12-passenger van. He gets in the van with them, and it's a 90-minute ride to the mountain, which he has them in the car. And then it says, and I'm not doing it any justice,
right,
but in the fine print, and then the guy's like freaking out because he has to give all the money back, whatever it is, and he's like, "Don't worry. Getting to the mountain just the beginning." And in the fine print on the rebate form says you'll be subject to riddles, rhymes, overnight stays, like all this other stuff. So they get up, they hike, so the 90-minute drive to the mountain, right. 2-hour hike up the mountain. They get to the top of the mountain and he just turns around and he's like, "Okay, now you'll answer some riddles." And they're just like staring at him, and he's like, he starts giving them riddles, and like, what are they? So people, like the 8 people that don't know each other start banding together to solve the riddles.
Right.
Like,
just for like $30.
Between like $11 and $30, right? And so then he keeps doing riddles. It's 7 hours in. It's dark now. Right? And people are going, "I got to go home. I have kids. This is ridiculous. I got to go study for my test." So he lets people leave, and then 3 people are left. And he's like, "What do you want to do?" We have the tents to stay overnight. And they're like, "We'll stay." So these fucking people, he doesn't even know them. They pitch tents. And they stay overnight, right?
Right.
And now, of course, he's doing that whole thing like we did for Joker's Wild at my house for the sleepover sketch.
Yeah.
Like, now he's turning it into like they're playing Spin the Bar. Like they're all like,
great.
But it's like 3 lonely people.
Really?
Yeah. So it seems a little weird, and they all end up having like heart to hearts, and they all end up crying and stuff.
Oh my God! Right.
Yeah. And then, dude, You have to watch. You're gonna. I don't want to give it away. I was gonna tell you some jokes that happened during it, but I don't want to give it away. But as they're crying, he puts up like Natalie rebate $11.17 as she's like crying.
That's great.
Like it's the most insane thing. So it's all stuff like that. He tells a real estate lady. Half the people believe in ghosts, so you would have a leg up on people if you can prove that a house is not haunted before you sell it. So we'll have a spiritual people come in, and if there's ghosts, you got to be honest with people, tell them there's ghosts, but then we'll exorcise the house. So he gets involved with all these things. Another one, he makes a yogurt place do shit flavored yogurt just because it'll go viral. That's another thing he does. In 8 episodes last season, he had things go viral and no one knew it was Comedy Central or him until the show aired. There was a video of a baby pig saving a goat in a lake.
Okay.
He staged it for a zoo as a publicity stunt to get people to come to the zoo. But dude, it's so fucking funny. Then it goes viral. It gets 8 million views.
Holy shit!
And then he doesn't mention the zoo in the video. And the lady was like, "What are you doing?" That was the whole point. He's like, "Let's not be selfish." Like he just, it's so fucking funny. And then, did you remember Dumb Starbucks?
Yes,
that was him.
Oh, okay.
And that's this season. So anyway, I'm sidetracked. But when I tell you, dude, I watch the episodes back. I watch the episode again.
All right.
Like it's so good. I can't say enough.
All right. Wow. Well, that's a sterling review.
But in the middle of me watching Nathan For You, because I was nauseous, I couldn't. Sure. So I said, "Oh shit, I maybe I got to eat something." And there was nothing. Like it was 4 a.m. So like I opened the bar, whatever the bar, like they have like candy and stuff in the hotel. It's like $9 for a bag of peanuts. And so they have these things now where like the candy is in these.
So cans.
Yeah. And you pop the tops almost.
It's like Pringles can. It's a Pringles can.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Right. So I go to pop the top off my can.
Yeah.
And just the little
pop top
comes off and the whole can stays closed. And that's like
that happens with cat food sometimes.
Yes, that, right? So I'm like fucking pissed off. I'm sick. I can't go to sleep. We're supposed to wake up 7:30. Yeah. It was 4:30 in the morning.
Right.
I was like, oh god. Now I know they're gonna charge me $9 for the Snickers. Right. It was Snickers. So like I'm like, I take the pop top and I put it through a finger and I'm like punching it, like to try and like break it free.
Right.
And it's getting a little bit, but I'm trying to peel it back, but it's really sharp.
You should have just stepped on the.
I wasn't thinking.
It was 4:30.
I wasn't thinking, and I said out loud, I'm gonna fucking cut my hand, and 10 seconds later, I gashed my hand open, and I was like, yeah, and I looked, and dude, the blood. I know that it looks like it's just from here to here, but it went like you know when you shave like a piece of. Like it kind of like sliced, so there's a big flap open.
Yeah.
And the blood, there was so much blood, dude. I wrapped it and it wouldn't stop bleeding. It just wouldn't stop. I wrapped it. I kept throwing the tissues in the toilet. Dude, it looked like the toilet looked like the hallway from The Shining.
Right. Okay.
And then I was just like, and it like stung. So I just wrapped it and it just wouldn't stop bleeding. I had to go to bed. I couldn't just sit there.
Right.
So I wrapped it really tight and I went to bed. And then I got the wake up call at 7:30, and I wake up, and I like answer the call, I hang it up, I sit up, and it's just like I guess I also ate Snickers through the through the bleeding. I pounded like they were like the squares, the mini,
the Halloween ones,
the Halloween ones. I pounded 8 of those for a total of 340 calories.
Well, you were losing calories with the blood, so it evens out.
But when I opened it too, there was like loose chocolate in there. I don't know how.
Right.
So the chocolate got on the white sheets and like it got embedded in the sheets. And then I woke up and there was chocolate wrappers, peanuts, and blood all over the bed.
It's like they filmed a German porn there or something the night before.
I felt like such a horrible fucking loser.
Yeah.
I felt like such a loser. I'm like, this is great.
It was a low point, huh?
There's just bloody like towels. Like not towel. I didn't use a towel. Like paper towels. And like Snickers wrappers and like milk chocolate all over the place.
Right.
I was like, oh, this is horrible for me. This is horrible for me.
I wish you had taken a picture.
I should have.
Yeah.
I got to start thinking more of the podcast. Well, just you, but I mean like
Yeah.
the podcast when these things happen to me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because a lot of things happen to you.
Yeah.
So it'll be good. It's funny because our room was right next to each other, and I was probably awake at the same moment.
Were you?
Well, my thermostat in my hotel room, and it was a beautiful hotel. This, I guess, just a fucking malfunction. But I would set my AC when I sleep. I want the AC down as low as possible.
Me too.
Like I want it frigid. Like I want like Mr. Freeze in the old Batman show where like you had the fucking squares that you had to walk on that were freezing cold.
Yes.
That's how I like to sleep, which has historically caused me problems with women. Have you run into that?
Same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But some things are more important than women.
I mean, go fuck yourself if you can't take some places on earth don't even have air conditioning.
Right.
You're going to fault me for giving you too much of something that some people would kill for?
Yeah, you don't have to stay in my room. Get your own room.
No.
What?
You know what the temperature's going to be like here before you walk through the door.
You know that I'm keeping it frigid cold.
You know, because you know what you can do? You could always add layers, but you can't take away layers. If it's too hot, you can't peel your skin off.
No. And also, I like the hum of the air conditioner. It puts me to sleep.
So do I.
I mean, look, I'm at the point where someone is like, you could have sex with this supermodel, but she's going to want to sleep with you afterwards, fall asleep with you afterwards, and she's want to keep the room 75 degrees.
No chance at all.
Not a chance.
That supermodel doesn't have a chance with me.
No. I'll tell you what, my dick won't even get hard. Won't even. It won't even respond. It'll just hang there.
Yeah. Absolutely not.
Yeah. Kathy Ireland, but like in a DeLorean from like
right,
the
1990.
90s. Right. Comes over and she's like, you know, I know you had to put Samantha Fox, her and Samantha Fox walking hand in hand. I'm just not doing it.
Don't put that on me because they're already putting me in a place where I'm starting the Monopoly, the Go square from the go. They're already putting me in a place where I'm uncomfortable.
Right. What?
They're uncomfortable too. I realize that. I'm not that crazy. But like I just said, they could just get under another blanket.
That's right. That's right.
The worst thing in the world, you ever go somewhere the air conditioning's broken and you're laying there? It happens to me a couple times.
Happened to me last night.
Yeah, yes. And there's no.
I just feel.
It was 95 degrees less. Yes.
My life essence seeping through my pores in the form of sweat,
right.
Soaking into the bed.
Right.
And I'm leaving. I'm leaving parts of me I'll never reclaim because I'm just sweating and waking up every hour and a half. You're bleeding next door and I'm waking up my own sweat. It's horrible. It's like cut scenes from Train Spotting. Like you're bleeding to death in one hotel room and I'm just sweating it out in the other hotel room.
You're trying to kick fucking H. No, it's again, we are you know, we're riffing here for your enjoyment. I understand that people have bigger problems.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
And all right, so yeah, Kathy Ireland and Samantha Fox. It's
well, you throw two into the mix. I got to be honest. I might just go for one night no sleep.
Really.
But the thing is, when this happens though, something comes over me. Like if I'm in a place with no air conditioning and there's nothing I can do about it, and you're sweating, and then you take off your shirt, and then you're still sweating, and then the bed's wet, and you're just so frustrated. It's 5:00, and now you're getting delirious, and you can't sleep, and you can't breathe.
Yeah,
like something snaps in me,
right?
Where I literally want to punch. I'm not a violent, but I want to punch a wall. I want to get in my car. I want to leave. I will resort to anything. I've literally opened the freezer and stood in front of it.
Right.
It's like I don't know what I'm telling you. If I was ever like a CIA operative,
yeah,
or anyone that was holding a secret, or
a teenage girl with a diary.
So if I was anyone at any point in my life, at any profession or not, that had a secret to tell, you would get it out of me pretty fast if you're like, well, you just have to go to sleep every night with no air conditioning.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what?
Right.
You could be like, we need to know the launch codes.
Sure. We're going to blow up New Orleans, Chicago, a major U.S. city.
We need, you have the launch codes. We know that you work for the Department of Defense.
Right.
I'd be like, over, my dead body.
Sure.
Kill me before I sleep with no air conditioning is what I'm saying.
I agree.
They say, all right, no problem. You're going to go down to Savannah. We're gonna set you up on a nice, a nice.
We'll give you a ceiling fan.
Nice farm. We'll give you an oscillating fan.
Yeah.
I'd be like 357.
Ceiling fans are basically decorative, right?
No, I think they work. I think because don't they suck heat up?
I think that's all bullshit.
Complete bullshit.
Right.
No, but there's been ceiling fans.
Well, heat rises, so I think they're really resting on the fucking natural properties of heat. If that's in
no, there's some ceiling fans that are unbelievable. Like you turn them on and you feel like it's like the Wizard of Oz. By that I mean a twister.
The tornado. Yeah,
By that I mean a lot of strong wind.
Right.
Yeah.
Not a witch of any sort.
It was funny that we were on vacation recently, and two of our friends went to an arcade. Did we ever talk about that? Can we talk about that?
Yeah, why not?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
The wallet, the phone.
Yeah.
Phone, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we missed everything, unfortunately.
We missed it, yeah. But we went to this arcade, and we were on vacation with a bunch of friends. And
we were in New Orleans.
And we're like, we just did some fun stuff. Like, I think we raced cars. I don't know what we did.
Yeah.
And we're like, let's go to this laser tag. Let's go play this, which was awesome.
It was great. Like an intense, indoor, Mayan-themed laser tag.
Ruins, but like, you can go up in a tower.
Yeah.
And you could be a sniper from a tower.
It was great. It was a lot of fun.
And in the arcade, we showed up, and it was like...
I was a lone wolf.
It was 15, yes. It was like 15 guys in the age of 30 and 40, basically. Yeah. And every other person there was a child.
Right.
Every other person.
A sandy-haired.
The other 150 people were children.
That's right.
But two of our friends got into... Well, Colin and Casey...
Right.
Got into what was supposed to be a tornado simulator.
That's right.
And...
It's just like a booth that you step into, but like the front is like curved glass, and you get into it.
Yeah, like you ever see those booths where you try to catch dollars that are flying all over?
Sure, that's great.
It was something like that, and it said this will simulate up to like 90-mile-an-hour winds. Right. So we were like, first of all, is this right?
How is that even? What do you mean, like morally right?
Yeah, for like entertainment purposes, like people lost their families.
Yeah. I think it started out as like, all right, well, it's high winds, and that's the best way to describe it. But once the machine started going, that's when I was like, this might be morally questionable, because they start displaying pictures in back of you on a TV.
Right.
And it's all death and destruction. It's just like people's houses being washed out. Real footage of like news footage of like people's houses getting washed out, streets flooded, like a guy carrying a dog over his back through a raging street.
Like
currents.
You're going to come out of that and like look at someone who's been through a tornado and be like, I know.
Yeah. I feel your pain, brother. Yeah.
So we were like, whoa, this is going to be insane. Like, aren't they going to be thrown against the glass?
Right. We may see them get hurt.
Right. It was like a light fan turned on, and it was two 30-year-old men
right
in the thing, like bracing for the worst.
And let me tell you, the Jost brothers have some of the best hair on the planet.
Yes.
Like they both have these incredibly thick, you can't even see their scalp.
Right.
Like it's a mutant. Like if they had mutant powers, Casey, who's a head writer for our show, and Colin Jost, who's a head writer for Santa Live and Weekend Update, you could see him. You look at his hair, it's like, it's insane. It looks weird.
Yeah, and so we're like, ooh, the hair.
Look at it just barely flat there.
It was so cheap.
It was the worst.
But wait, now how the hell did we get to that? What was I saying?
Well, we were talking about the phone. We started laser tag.
Yeah, but back. Why did I even jump to that?
Ceiling fans.
Oh, the fan. Right.
Okay,
got you. So, did you ever see the ones where you go into a place and they have they're like 60 feet big, the fans? It's a special company that does them.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Those are dope.
They look crazy. There was one in, when we were in, Bisbee, Arizona. I saw one in a restaurant there. Yeah. Like that giant
fan. So fans, I think do work, but nonetheless, I can't deal with it.
You need air conditioning.
I'd rather be on, and it makes it hard to get up too, because it's so freezing out under the covers. The covers become so toasty.
Dude, I love it.
I don't even turn the heat up high in the winter.
No.
I like it to be a little cold when I get under the covers.
You could tell whether I am in a relationship or not by my heating bill, because in the winter, I will not turn it on at all until it gets like once my house hits like 40s, then I'm like, all right, let me crank this up a little bit.
Right.
But I do keep it very
Me
cold
too,
in my house. And then if I have a girl, then you can just look at my heating bill and it's up to fucking like 70.
Let me ask you a question.
Good.
I love being, and say what you will, I want your honest opinion here. Sometimes I get shit for people because I like pajamas.
Oof.
Okay? I like putting on a really, really comfortable pair of pajamas. In the winter, maybe a flannel, although it gets a little too, it could be a little hot, but not really because I sleep with it freezing.
Right.
So it's nice. And in the summer, I got these pajamas. They're so broken in. I have like 7, 8 pairs.
Yeah.
And they're so broken in. I put them on. It just feels comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm a big pajama guy.
You are. I've seen you in pajamas a lot. Like, I'll come over and you'll just be like walking around in pajamas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the kids. Okay, I was about to say kids nowadays. Jesus Christ.
Go for it.
But they wear their pajamas out. By the way, I started that.
That was you?
Not the pants, but the flannel pajama top, men's traditional.
Yeah.
I used to wear that when we were in high school when I went out. I did. I used to wear it to like meetings and school meetings and improv shows and stuff. I wore that.
You were
shit.
the pajama guy.
Anyway, people get on my case about that.
I don't know why. What's wrong with that?
I don't fucking know.
Well, you know what I do? I do the Adidas running, like either boxes. I wear boxes.
Yeah, but I do that too. But the boxes aren't like they're not. Sometimes I'm not. Mostly, I opt to put on pajamas.
On pajamas.
Yeah.
But with boxes underneath. Yeah. I'm the same way with robes. Remember I went on a robe buying kick for a while?
That's right. Didn't you spend?
It was thousands of dollars on robes.
Didn't you buy one robe in particular that was like a silk robe that you spent like, didn't you get it monogrammed and it was like $500?
No, there's two. Those are the silk monogram pajamas that I bought.
Okay.
Which I wear in Joker's Wild in the sleepover sketch. Okay. I have them. The robe that I bought was a $1,300 robe.
You did that for real, right?
Yeah, I did that.
That I will tell you is not good.
Well, hey, let me tell you something. It's I wear it. I wear it to this day.
I can't get behind that.
It's silk. It's light in the summer. It's holds in the heat in the winter. It's phenomenal.
Oh, is that what silk does? Is that the big selling point for silk?
Yeah, it's always the right temperature.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. It always just does the right thing.
Oh wow, I didn't know
feels
that.
Feels good, man. You see, you're too busy turning your nose up at my fucking robe.
So you don't sweat in the silk?
No.
Oh, then maybe I'll get myself a pair of silk.
Yeah, you don't have to spend that much money on. You know what? I actually have 2 because I bought. Remember, the plan at the time was I bought 2 robes. I bought the ultra expensive one.
Yes,
and then I bought compare them.
That's what we do with small consumers.
Sure. Well, we're not that small because I didn't return any of them, so I have 2 silk robes, and one of them, the cheaper one, which is still great, and by the way, feels just as good as the expensive one, is the one that Kenny Powers started wearing in the 3rd season. I was wearing it watching Eastbound and Down, and he came on screen in it. I was like, holy shit. It was just, and then I felt bad about myself because I was like, it was obviously a joke. Right. And I was like, fuck it. Yeah, but anyway.
He blew all his money on but I would never, that's too much money for a robe.
Sure.
I know that we've been working our whole lives. We're 40 and we're single. We don't have families, wives, kids.
Right.
So we can get a couple toys, but that's insane.
Plus, I don't buy. I haven't really had any major purchases. The Twilight Zone pinball machine, which is 2 years ago.
Let's stop. Let's stop because I'm your friend, and I'm going to be honest with you right now.
Talk to me.
You make major purchases. Don't say that you don't spend money. You make more major purchases. You and Joe Gatto make purchases that are. I mean, God bless, but don't say that you don't make major purchases. I could list 10 things right now that you've bought that are
all right.
That insane amounts of money. Your prerogative.
Give me some.
Okay.
Let's discuss the merits.
Sure. The silk robe, we'll start with it. $1,300. Okay. Again, I'm not saying these things aren't cool.
Yeah, you got it.
You just told me I don't spend money.
Right.
Come on.
Okay.
You bought a Twilight Zone pinball machine.
Sure.
How much was that?
That was $5,000.
That was
ridiculous.
$5,000.
That's not ridiculous.
Why? Does it maintain its value? Resale value?
Well, it does. It actually goes up, but it was such a icon from my childhood that it does. It's like therapy. It brings me back to a nice place.
I'm not saying. I'm just going off the fact that you said you don't spend money on things.
But you're talking about these things were all over 2 years ago.
Okay, what about the piece of furniture / love the test your love thing?
Right, that was $1,000.
Okay,
right.
All right. Okay.
Also, almost 2 years ago at this point.
Fine. You purchased.
Well, what am I not supposed to?
Didn't you recently purchase an autograph for $1,000?
No, it was
The Blues Brothers.
The Blues Brothers. I got a signed Blues Brothers vinyl signed by Aykroyd and Belushi. Which funny today when I got home before I came here, I got the. They finally sent the authenticity and the handwriting analysis of it and stuff like that.
How much was that?
That was
800.
Yeah, a little less, 700.
Okay.
Right. Okay,
that was like a month ago.
That was a month ago.
You bought a Gremlin for $300 a month ago.
That's not a major purchase.
$300 is substantial.
Okay.
I would say 300 and up is substantial.
Yeah, but I feel like you've only named 5 things so far, and you're already dropping the price to like.
I'll go back up.
Okay.
You purchased. Well, I can't really name. I can't say furniture.
Right.
I know I can't do that.
Sure.
How much was that skeleton?
That wasn't I don't remember a lot, but around the Gremlin price.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Decor.
How much was the Roomba?
Roomba was expensive. All right. Okay. Fine. All right. But the Roomba I used.
Didn't you buy a $300 notebook?
Yeah, but I bought that as a gift for someone.
All right. All right.
But that was a gift.
Oh, I thought you bought one for yourself too.
That was a gift.
Okay. All right. But you see what I'm saying? These are off the top of my head.
Sure. All right. Fine.
So you spend money.
Sure.
Joe walks in his house one day. At least we have, again, we're 38 years old.
Right.
We're single and no children. You have a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for?
Disposable income.
Disposable income, sure. Joe, when we had no money, still spent the way he does
He's
now.
insane.
He would get $1 and spend $2.
Right.
He's insane.
But he's rolling through life, enjoying
bless
it.
him.
Nobody enjoys life more than Joe Gatto.
He runs and guns, man.
Yeah.
He does the run and gun offense. He walked into his house one day with a parrot and a parrot cage that cost thousands of dollars.
Right.
Thousands of dollars.
The African Grey.
African Grey, named it Max. Comes in. I'm like, what the fuck did you do? I bought a parrot. You bought a parrot? Yeah. How much? Oh, it was like, I think $1,800.
Right.
This is when we were.
I know. He was
23.
making minimum wage, right?
Yeah. I was like, what? Yeah. The cage. How much is the cage? Yeah, the cage was like $1,200 or whatever. Oh, how much was all the accoutrements? He spent $3,500 on a fucking parrot. I was like, why would you do that? Now you have a parrot. You have to watch a parrot. How long does a parrot live? 80 years. You just signed on for a fucking 80-year responsibility. You spent $3,000 that you don't have.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it learns up to 1,200 English words. So I said, there's something else that does that. Fucking other humans. Like, just pick up a fucking phone. 1,200. And then meanwhile, he has the parrot like 2 years.
Right.
By this point, it should have known hundreds of words.
Sure.
Ask me how many words it said.
How many words did Max say?
0.
All right.
0. Do you understand?
That's
less than 1.
That's like a mentally slow parrot.
Yeah, he bought it. He bought it. It didn't even make. All it did was go. Woohoo!
Right.
No, that's all Joe did to it. He'd walk in every day. I think it did it first. So then instead of. Well, you know what this parrot did? This parrot trained Joe. I bet he turned to his parrot friend. He goes, "Watch this. I got a human. I can make a sound." He repeats to me because all the parrot did was go. And then Joe. So that's all. Joe walked in for 3 years into the room to give it
a cracker,
sawdust to chew on, and he would go. And that's all it did back. And the thing used to fucking attack me all the time. Shit everywhere.
Oh, I remember the thing flying down the hallway at you, dive bombing you.
It would literally try to tell you, don't worry, its wings are clipped, its claws are clipped. He would come right at my face. People want to know why I don't like these things like cats and birds. Then one time he swears, he goes, I'll put them on your hand. I'll just put them on your hand. Don't put them on my hand, Joe. Don't put them on my hand. He puts them on my fingers. Immediately, the thing started shitting and didn't stop shitting. Like, it just started shitting and did not stop shitting all over me. Anyway, he spends money like there's no tomorrow.
Right.
Then he tells me, lives 80 years, learns 1,200 English words. If it catches a draft, it dies.
How does it live in the wild?
Who the fuck knows?
Because I used to have those budgies, those little parakeet things.
Yeah.
And that was always a thing. No draft. No draft. Don't keep by an open window. Don't keep by an open window. And then you see pictures of them in the wild and they're just sitting on a tree in the middle of fucking Australia.
Well, they're not by an open window.
Yeah, I guess. But you think it's the open window that's doing it?
I don't know. What is it about a draft? But a draft makes you stiff, though. Because that's what I was going to tell you about the ceiling fan earlier.
Right.
They say if you just point out like an oscillating fan on you and go to bed, you're fucked up when you wake up.
Why?
Because...
Fuck was that?
I don't know, like a ghost or something?
I hope the mics picked that up, but there was like a loud noise as if someone fell in the room.
I get freaked out. I told you I get freaked out. My TV turns on and turns off on its own.
You have a ghost.
Everyone I know says it's a ghost. I think the TV's broken.
I didn't say it was a ghost. I always said this TV's just broken.
I might have told this before, though. I don't believe in ghosts. I mock people that think that ghosts are there to mess with you and stuff like that. But then one time, everyone has a story. I never had a ghost story, and then one time I did. I have one ghost story, and it was frightening. I think I might have even said it on this podcast. That's the only thing I forget when we've actually talked about stuff or not. Yeah. I was sleeping, and a ghost came into my room, held my hand and everything. And
I think I remember you telling that story.
It freaked me the hell out.
Right.
It freaked me the hell out.
Scary shit.
Yeah.
You were probably dreaming.
I was wide awake, man. Wide awake. I was wide awake. That's the one thing I said. Am I dreaming?
Yeah, but you have to imagine that all right, let's say you were awake. That's fine. That it's a sensory brain thing, rather than the ongoing living spirit of
That's what I believe.
Creature.
That's what I believe. But when you live alone, and your brain starts playing tricks on you,
right?
You know, you get a little.
Yeah, it happens to me even in my house. Yeah,
I don't know what I'm thinking is going to happen. You just watch too many movies.
Sometimes it's weird because like I will hear something upstairs and I will know full well it's one of the cats. Like I know my cat's walks. Like I could tell you which cat it is.
Right.
And I'll still hear it. I'll know it. And I'll be like, and I'll still get like a little, if I'm home alone, I'll be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I gotta fucking kick someone's ass now.
I have like a bat in my bed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I have weapons around my bed.
Just in case. You never know. I was even going to put a knife in there. If shit goes down, I mean, what am I not going to have it in there?
I'll tell you what, you want to know a secret? It's a lot easier to get a shotgun license than a handgun license.
Because of sport?
Yeah, you could get a shotgun license actually pretty easily in the city of New York.
It seems cumbersome. Like, where am I going to keep someone breaks into the house.
Sure.
Bursts into my room.
Right.
I'm going to get up, get the shotgun, cock it.
Yeah. I think that's the idea.
And the thing is that he bursts in, he doesn't have a gun. He just comes in fists.
Well, a shotgun is intimidating. Like, you can't have a shotgun held on you without you thinking shit's about to go wrong.
You can't have any gun held on you.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about a shotgun, though. It's so big. But but I'll tell you what, though. If you knew for a fact that there was someone in your house.
Yeah.
Like, you saw them run by.
Right.
If you just said, I have a shotgun, get the fuck out of my house, and then fire one off, you know what I mean? Like, that's...
Ooh, that's fucking dope.
Yeah. They're leaving. They're not staying.
You can't, Woody, how do you feel about having a gun in the house, though?
We have no kids.
Yeah, with a family.
With a family, if you have a gun safe,
yeah,
yes, but...
Yeah, but then someone breaks in the house, you run into the gun safe?
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it myself.
Yeah.
If you live alone, I could get it. But could you just put it this way? If you have a child, there's two ways to look at it. Because I was about to say, if you have a child, why would you keep anything that can harm them? But I guess you could say, if you have a child, why would you not have a gun to protect your children?
Right.
So I don't know. I guess it's up to the individual.
Yeah, I always, it's a tough spot, that big gun debate.
Yeah.
I mean, you could eliminate them altogether. I think, no one should have them except for like law enforcement.
Well, their argument is that, then you're basically living in a police, you know what I mean? Like,
well, where is it? Like England?
England, very hard to get guns in England.
Isn't there like 10 gun-related deaths a year?
Yeah, it's very small.
But literally,
yeah,
I think it is 10.
It's unbelievably small, but they have knife crime there. That's their big thing.
It's like fucking old school, like Oliver Twist.
Yeah.
I don't know if I just made that up. I don't know.
Oliver Twist, that's good.
Yeah. Did they have knife fights in Oliver Twist?
Well, they were criminals and it was England.
That's what I was. I think that's what I was latching on to.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. It's good.
So, okay. So I know that we have been wanting to get to Craigslist, and I have some stuff up on Craigslist because it's insane. But there was a couple of other things I wanted to tell you here, and you let me know where you want to go.
Okay.
Just one thing we wanted to tell our listeners, our buddy Mark, who also goes by the name Jiggy, who opens for us.
Yes.
He has his new comedy album coming out, and it's called Jokes and Jams, and he does his stand-up on there. He does songs, he does skits and stuff. And the
skits really had us laughing driving into work the other day.
And his Twitter is @JiggyComedy. So he's a good guy. Check that out if you can. We have some downtime right now. We don't have a show again until
San Diego. Yep.
Comic-Con, I believe it's like July 26th.
That whatever Saturday of Comic-Con is, we have a show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Come see us there. Get tickets to that. Oh, actually, you know what? If anybody, this is actually, I have buddies coming down that need a ticket.
Okay.
And apparently it's sold out. I didn't know this.
Comic-Con, you mean?
Yeah. The Comic-Con is sold out. I have some friends coming that are trying to get a ticket.
Sure.
One of my good buddies. So, if anyone has a ticket for a sale, I don't even know how much these things go for, but I wouldn't really know how to get one. So, any of our listeners have a ticket that they'd want to sell me, that'd be awesome. Mm-hmm. Just tweet me. Mm-hmm. Tweet the What Say You pod. What else? I think that's really it. We're going to be doing. Do we ever mention that we're going to be doing a series of shows in New York?
Well, I didn't think we don't know the exact dates yet because it hasn't been booked yet.
Well, just so you know, we're going to be doing a series of small shows in New York
in November.
Possibly in December too. At least 6, maybe more. And that's just kind of us gearing up for. Well, they're going to be Tenderloins podcasts.
Yeah. If you've seen our live show, it's not that act at all. We're just doing what Sal and I did in London, which is going up there with no agenda, no topics, and just winging it on stage.
Right.
Which is fun. I love doing. That's my favorite.
Yeah, we're just going to go up there and do what we're doing right now.
Right.
And we're going to do a whole bunch of them. Just to kind of like mix it up and then kind of trying to see if we can develop some new material and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But so that'll be in November or December. What else? Anything else?
No, we're working on those What Say You shows. We'll figure something out sooner or later.
Yes, on bringing us on the road.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and also let's you and I talk London vinyl.
Yes.
Offline.
Right.
We want to put the two shows in London were so fun.
Yeah.
And they went so well. Mm-hmm. We wanted to do something special with them. You've done this. You've put a show on vinyl with Tell 'em Steve Day before. I've always wanted to, so we're trying to do that. And we haven't forgotten about the Nugget Film Festival. No. We will get to it, and when we do, it'll be glorious.
Yes.
If you have an issue with that, we're juggling a lot of different things right now. Just go fuck yourself. I don't know.
Yeah. We don't like to see you act this way.
No.
You let us all down.
When you have this sort of agenda with
this sort of attitude. How did you feel about the term nuggalos?
I did not see that.
No, you didn't see that? No. Oh, a few people said that on Twitter.
That's pretty funny.
Nuggalos?
That's pretty funny. So all of you guys, there was a small, we might send Fatty.
Yeah.
We actually might send him to the gathering of the Juggalos. And if we do that, which I think that's a win-win.
Yeah.
If we do, we will appeal to our listeners for like just fun ideas and this and that. Like we'll make it a very interactive thing.
Right.
Where if he's going, he's going to go with a terrific itinerary, like an agenda of stuff that we need him to do.
But a lot of you, so I'm excited about that because I think Fatty will do a great job with it. And he took it with good sport, us going Fatty. Fatty, which I knew he would. Yeah, he was a Tom Steve Dave fan. They're a good sort. But yeah, Nuggalos was the one that I heard. That's
really funny.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
So, I mean, I don't want to piss off the ICP, I'll tell you that right now. So I don't know how they'll react to it. But Nuggalos is funny.
I don't think they care about us.
I don't know. These are rapping clowns. I don't know the way they
do not want rapping clowns.
Better safe than sorry when it comes to rapping clowns, but it really made me laugh. The term Nuggalos.
But so that was cool. We're gonna we will have another episode up in time this week.
Yeah.
After this episode, I know sometimes we fall a couple days behind, and so this one's supposed to be for a few days from before now. Yeah. But we'll have another one up in time this week because we already have it all set up.
Yep.
So that's good. So happy to be back. Had some fun there. Let me just call someone real quick.
Yes. When are you gonna retire this feature? Or are you just gonna keep it going?
I don't know.
Are you still getting joy from it? Because it seems like it's kind of just like what you have to do now.
No, I get joy from it. We've had a little bit of a drought.
Yeah.
I really would love someone to pick up. Someone told me it's because we're not looking at prefixes Because there's only a certain handful of prefixes that
But that's
work.
part of the game.
That's part of the game.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right. Well, block your number.
I did.
Okay.
I think I'm pretty sure people still like it. People still talk about it, so we'll see what happens. I mean,
I'm not worried.
yeah.
I was just asking if you enjoyed it. I wasn't asking about anybody else. There we go.
All right, here we go. Let's just hope for the best. Dialing a random number. Hopefully someone will speak with us. Oh, that's promising.
Ring.
That's promising. Dude, this is
a number.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
This is already going to be bad. Hi, my name is Sal.
Hi.
And this is Brian.
Hello.
And we do a podcast. And on the podcast, we just dial any number. We make it up. And if someone picks up, we try to talk to them. Oh, you're still there. Hello? She's still there.
You're still there?
Look.
I thought she hung up.
It's that. Well, she's. Hello?
It sounded like old school, like phone slamming on the receiver hang
Oh,
up.
God. Well, because, I mean, what are the odds that you're going to believe the person? Like,
Right.
if someone says that to me, I probably hang up too.
Right. That's all right.
Well, that was a little bit of rejuvenation.
Exciting. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for you taking the journey with us on this one. We will be back in a few days with another episode of What Say You.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
I heard that Rome wasn't built in a day. Then how come everyone is rushing to get ahead? And if I seem to be reserved, that's just my way. Your questions seem like you're interrogating me. Yeah, I try, then again I don't try. I get an F for effort, I get a D next time. Okay. Here we go. I heard the lemon metaphor 4 million times, and I don't stand for lemonade, don't ask me why. And would a beverage stand be a job that be desired? And where would I get the wood, and should I try? Should I try? Then again I don't try. I get an F for effort, I get a 65. Yeah, I try, yeah, then again I don't try. I get an F for effort, I might as well just I heard the currency don't grow like leaves on trees. Then how come my money comes and goes so seasonally? And I wish farmers planted plants instead of thieves. My friend pays a ton of green for greener groceries. Yeah, she tries, then again she don't try. She gets an F for effort, she'll plant a tree next time. Yeah, she tries, then again I don't try. I get an F for effort, I get a D next time. Yeah, I try.